But as you work at a much more refined level, you will find you won't need to eat near as much as you used to. I don't eat hardly anything to stay this size because I have bounds of energy, because I don't get my energy from foods. I get my energy from the Supreme Being in myself. At a high level of Fruitarianism, I could cut myself. I wouldn't bleed. I wouldn't have any pain, and I wouldn't even know it was there. And next thing, it was healed in a day or two. Generate anything. I haven't had anyone come to me that you couldn't regenerate. I had a spinal bifida case born without L4 and L5. Now that's the lumbar to the kidneys. 3 years on raw, she has L4 and L5. You know, and then there's this big thing about nutrition out there. But if you look at this, there are breatharians on this planet. There's a beautiful woman from Australia teaching breatharianism.
Teaching is a fraud. Because if she is saying that you can live in this world without eating and drinking, then that is a fraud, and people believe it, then they're going to die.
Dr. David Millikan studies cults, and he believes, any way you look at it, Jasmuheen's message is a lie.
I guess it's tempting to say that she's mad, but I shy away from that, because my dealing with a lot of cult leaders leads me to believe that they actually believe intensely in what they're doing. But then, I guess when she gets hungry and eats a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken, I would ask her then, does she believe? Because of course she eats.
As we know, when we experience personal paradise and take full responsibility for our lives, then we'll have a wonderful chance of creating global paradise.
New Age claptrap, half-baked spiritualism. Call it what you will. But it seems there are plenty of gullible people around to swallow the tripe Jasmuheen serves up.
These chi masters that are so powerful with their radiation, their emanations of energy, they have found that through their chi emissions into a crowd, 300 out of 400 people attending automatically stop eating just like that.
How many followers do you think you have?
We have no followers because we're dealing with intelligent, switched-on people who don't need gurus.
Sorry, run that past me again.
We have no followers. I write books. I put information out on the net. If people feel it works for them, they may apply some of the principles.
How many supporters?
Probably 100 million.
100?
100 million.
You're doing well.
We are.
If we are to believe Jasmuheen practices what she preaches and eats virtually nothing at all, then she's remarkably healthy. But should we believe her?
I don't take any solid foods. I'm a breatharian. I have been for 19 years.
Back in the early 80s, Californian Wiley Brooks preached much the same message as Jasmuheen and built quite a following until he was caught coming out of a fast food store with a chicken pie. Brooks happens to be a close friend of Jasmuheen.
Wiley Brooks, yes, he's a fascinating man.
A fraudster.
Well, some people could say that, but I've been where Wiley's been. I'm there. He was seen coming out of a 7-Eleven McDonald's because he was travelling with a group of people who eat. I mean, would you like me to say, hey, Richard, we're travelling together, don't you eat? It's not really cool.
So he came out with a chicken pie, but he wasn't going to eat it himself.
That is the press.
You might dismiss Jasmuheen as merely the latest in a colourful line of New Age carpetbaggers, except her message is dangerous and she's deluded. Jasmuheen actually believes she can live without food or water. In fact, when we suggested a test, without hesitation, she agreed. So you're happy that we lock you up for 7 days and watch you die?
You wouldn't watch me die. I'd come out smiling and laughing of your holiday.
But you're happy that we lock you up for 7 days?
Can we do it somewhere really beachy and yummy?
No, lock you up inside.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
We installed Jasmuheen in a Brisbane hotel with a roster of female security guards in her room 24 hours a day to ensure she didn't eat or drink. Her progress was checked by Dr. Beres Wink, president of the Queensland branch of the Australian Medical Association. And by day 2, there were already problems.
So you're now over
And I did
5% dehydrated.
I did 4 weeks today. You were pleased. Is that good? I don't know.
If we let this go much longer, that's going to damage your kidney.
Day 3, and Jasmine was complaining that city pollution was limiting the nutrients she was able to derive from breathing fresh air. We were stacking the test against her, she claimed, so we agreed to move to another location.
Oh, just smell the air.
We went 20 kilometres outside Brisbane to a place called Clear Mountain. Here, Jasmine was happy again, but starting to look gaunt. By day 4, her condition had deteriorated dramatically. Her pulse rate was up, blood pressure down, and she had lost 6 kilos. It's Friday night. You started on Monday night. How much water have you had?
None.
None whatsoever?
No, I'm not allowed.
How much food?
None, I'm not allowed.
How are you feeling?
I feel really good now I'm here.
You want a lay opinion?
A lay opinion?
A lay opinion.
Yeah, well, I'd look like I'd lost a lot of weight, and the doctor confirms that.
Yeah, you're not looking real well.
No, I feel good.
You're now quite dehydrated, probably over 10%, getting up to 11%.
I think last night was 5%. My mouth's still moist and my skin's not bad, so...
Pulse is about double what it was when she started.
Is she entering a dangerous period?
Very much so.
This is 4 24-hour days she's gone now. And what are the risks?
Well, the risks if she goes any further are kidney failure. That means she's hardly passing any urine.
That's true. I did 4 times today.
It's too dangerous to continue?
Very much so. Too dangerous to continue. 60 minutes would be culpable if they encouraged her to continue.
So she should stop now?
It should stop now.
Can you come to the intelligent view yet?
If my body tells me, yes.
That you can't survive on air?
No, that's not true, because I've done it for a long period of time, and the last time, look, 6,000 people have done this around the world without any problem, Richard.
There are a few people who may believe what she says, and I'm sure that's only a few, but I think it's quite irresponsible for someone to be trying to encourage others to do something that is so detrimental to their health and well-being.
Next month, the Brisbane couple will go on trial, charged with manslaughter in the case of a woman who died following a starvation diet while in their care. The couple are Breatharians.